Okay, so this is going to be a quick video. Got a little bit of information today from good friend of the channel, David Spurrier, the Radical Independent, another, independent thinking political gunslinger, I guess we might say. Okay. The Rhode Island Green Party, okay, has decided they are not going to let their potential own nominee on the ballot come November. Why? Because Orange Man bad, and we have to try to help Joe Biden win. Now, I'm going to elaborate on this a little bit more, but I want to just say first off, there's a reason why when I talk third party, I don't necessarily just champion the Green Party on and on. It's not like I'm more libertarian and I would rather vote for libertarians. I do share some libertarian views, but I also don't share a lot of their views. But I'm kind of the same way with the Green Party. Now, I'm not trying to be picky and say that I'm waiting on the perfect party to come around. No, I could very easily potentially vote for a Green Party candidate. If it was the right libertarian candidate, I might even vote for them. But here's the deal, okay? There's policies that I don't necessarily agree with on the Green Party side either, where some people have said, like, getting rid of our military entirely. I absolutely do not and will not agree with a policy like that. But one concern that I've had, potentially above all the others with the Green Party, is when we talk about this chess game, when we talk about the inclusion and coalition building, I've got this feeling that I could just never quite shrug off about the Green Party that says they really don't take this shit that seriously. They're a party who's talking the talk. They're not really trying to walk the walk. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that that's absolutely true, and maybe it isn't true for the party as a whole. But there's just certain things that just strike me like, look, okay, the libertarians have at least made it to getting ballot access in all 50 states. Why hasn't the Green Party made it that far yet? Now, people might say, well, maybe libertarians got more donors, and since they're more like, heavy Republicans when it comes to deregulation, they probably got money to get that ballot access, blah, 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 blah. But, maybe not. My counter to that would be, for all these wealthy donors, why would they try to help the libertarians grow? They've already got the Republican Party in their back pocket, okay? And why try to split the, right-leaning vote between two parties and hand it over to a Democrat? Well, of course, Democrats are bought too, so it really doesn't matter. But at least a Democrat's message says, hey, I want to go out there and stop all these rich crooks from, draining our money dry so they get richer while you poor get poorer. At least the Democrats have a message similar to that, okay? So, maybe they have problems with libertarians, but here's the bigger picture. You can't be taken seriously if you're not even going to take yourself seriously. And that's the end of the discussion. This is a presidential election. If your idea is that you all as a party are going to play president wannabe theater, then go do it on a theatrical stage in a play. Don't do it in real life. We need a third party that actually takes themselves seriously to begin with. And if all we've got is a third party right now, again, if you lean libertarian, you might not say this case for them, but for the Greens, for all those people who are looking for that other option besides Bernie or Tulsi, and the Green Party was your other route to take, you've got a party, at least a fraction of people within this party, don't even take their own party serious enough to run a candidate. Now, what are some of those Green Party, core values, core principles? Things like climate change. They're big on climate change, right? How much money does Joe Biden take from fossil fuels? How does that help your agenda at all? So, what? Oh, Donald Trump would do the same thing? Oh, that's exactly right. Donald Trump would do the same thing. And anything you got out of Joe Biden, if he did slightly lean your direction, would be so minuscule. If we're going to listen to the scientists that people on your side of the aisle cite for things like this, we're all doomed and we're all dead any fucking way. So what's the point in choosing Joe Biden and not even running your own candidate? If we're all about to die because of the climate that you all talk about from Joe Biden's point of view, then what the hell are you saving? Why not go for broke if literally the planet is on the line and stuff like this, okay? If that's truly the case, and you people really believe that, why are you not trying to do everything in your power to win elections? Why in the hell are you handing it over to a guy with dementia? It makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. And I can say this, agree with them policy-wise or not, the Green Party doing crap like this are never going to be taken seriously. And I'm going to let you on a secret. It was going to be hard enough with the way things are in this country to be taken serious in the first place. Gee, every election cycle, how many people come out and say that voting for third party is a waste of time? If you're not voting for one of the two big parties, you're wasting your damn vote, and you're probably just handing it over to the person on the opposite side of the aisle. If you voted third party right, libertarian, guess what? You're giving a vote to Joe Biden. If you vote for the Green Party candidate, you're giving a vote to Donald Trump. How many people say that all the time? It's hard enough for a third party to be taken seriously under the way things are at this moment, much less when a third party then bows down to one of the big two. Third parties are supposed to be just that third option. If you don't like choice A and choice B, we're going to give you choice C. Of course, there's really more than that because you've got another third party. You've got other people that will probably make it to a ballot in some states. But that's not the point. They're supposed to be there for the people who don't want to vote for one of the two big parties. And you hand it over to your left, well, I say that left counterpart, Joe Biden. Because we have to beat Donald Trump. And what exactly is Joe Biden going to do better than Donald Trump? Again, anything climate-wise, according to these experts, wouldn't save us anyway. So, you can forget that, okay? What else is he going to do better? Oh, he's going to appoint better Supreme Court judges, and you really think they're going to be left-leaning? You think they're really going to be anywhere close to what the majority of your Green Party constituents believe in? Because they're pretty, what the Joe Bidens of the world call out on the left. And Joe Biden's going to give you Republican light. Trump would just give you Republican light to, Republican full flavor. But you're certainly not going to get anything on the actual left. So, really, you're going to gain that much from the Supreme Court? I don't think so. No, you're not going to gain that much from the Supreme Court either. Is Joe Biden going to fix our trade? I highly doubt it, considering Donald Trump hasn't done a great job on trade, but he has at least shown me a little bit more action when it comes to trade than his predecessor and his predecessor's predecessor and his predecessor's predecessor's predecessor is the one who passed NAFTA. Oh, by the way, it was a Democrat. Oh, but that predecessor's predecessor negotiated NAFTA. That would be Bush's daddy. So at least Trump's actually trying to renegotiate something. Now we can haggle back and forth on whether or not it's a good deal. Most people say no, it should be a lot better. But what the hell's Joe Biden going to do? I mean, what was his vote on NAFTA? Where did he stand on the TPP? So he's going to help trade. He's really going to help get jobs for the American people. How about health care? You're not getting Medicare for all probably under Trump, but I got news for you. You're more likely to get it under Trump than you are underneath Joe Biden. Joe Biden flat out said he would veto Medicare for all if it passed the House and the Senate made it to his desk. So you're not getting single-payer health care either. And yet you people call yourselves members of a third party, and you're going to stop your own candidate from making the ballot in November so that you can help one of the big two jackasses. You should be ashamed of yourselves, seriously. You should be ashamed of yourselves. And I will say it one more time. No one can take you seriously if you don't take yourself seriously. And if you don't take your own party seriously, rest assured the rest of the American people will never take your party seriously. It's already hard enough to get them to take you seriously as it is now. Now you go ahead and tell them to vote for one of the big two. What incentive do they ever have to vote for you? Your own party is selling it out at its own roots, saying, no, don't vote for us. Go vote for that guy. You'll never win elections that way. And it's time for a people's party in this country, without a doubt.